Happy New Year, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about DeAndre Hunter. But before we get started, I just want to tell you guys to hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and continue to support my channel. I want to issue DeAndre Hunter an apology. DeAndre Hunter, I want to issue an apology because I wasn't familiar with your game. Y'all know the words of that Shaquille O'Neal meme. DeAndre Hunter, I wasn't really familiar with your game. I apologize. But yes, DeAndre Hunter, I apologize. I am sorry. I just wasn't really familiar with your game. But man, DeAndre Hunter has been on a heater this season. For those of y'all that haven't been paying attention, he's been unbelievable. He has been balling, playing out of his mind for my Atlanta Hawks. DeAndre Hunter on the season currently is averaging 20.6 points a game. He's shooting 50% from the field. He's shooting over 45% from three. His true shooting is over 60. Just career highs all across the board when you're talking about his shooting percentages and his shooting efficiency and advanced metrics and all that good stuff. DeAndre Hunter has been incredible. And like I said, I owe you an apology, young man, because you are balling. Now, look, here's the backstory on DeAndre Hunter for me. He was drafted in 2019, which is now 5.5 years ago. And at that time, I didn't really want DeAndre Hunter. I wasn't really too sold on him coming out of Virginia. But Atlanta traded up and they got him. And his rookie year was kind of underwhelming, right? Kind of struggled, was trying to find his way. And his rookie year kind of at that time kind of validated why I kind of didn't want him at the time. And then his second year happened, year two. He broke out in year two, got better at everything, was shooting the ball at a high level, just playing with a lot of confidence. And you just looked at him in his second year, at least in the early portion of his second year, and it looked like that he was going to be kind of like that second option star, maybe, I don't know about star, but borderline star. Like he was going to be like that second guy next to Trae Young at the time. And then he got hurt. And then he injured his knee during his second year, and the season ended, and it was discouraging as a Hawk fan at the time. It hurt because he was developing and playing great, and ever since the knee issues that he had during his second year, his third year comes and he just wasn't the same player. He got worse. And then the following year, he didn't really progress, and he started reverting back to some bad habits, taking a lot of mid-range shots, dribbling too much, turning the ball over. He just didn't look like the guy that the Atlanta Hawks drafted him to be after his knee issues or knee injuries. And he's also been a guy that has been in and out of the lineup. He's not always healthy. He has knee issues. He has arm issues. It's always been something with DeAndre Hunter during the course of his Hawks tenure. And it's why many fans, including myself at times, has been kind of frustrated with DeAndre Hunter, because the book on him has always been he's never healthy, and when he plays, he doesn't move the needle. Doesn't make a difference. He's just a guy out there. That's kind of been a book on DeAndre Hunter. And then Quinn Snyder happened last season. Quinn Snyder, became Well, really, it was really the end of it was really 2023 that he became the coach. But last season was his first full year on the job. And I'm gonna be honest about DeAndre Hunter. I did not think that when Quinn Snyder came, that DeAndre Hunter was going to be a long-term piece on this team. I didn't think he was going to be here long-term on this roster because at that time, he never struck me as a guy that Quinn Snyder would want to develop and coach because DeAndre Hunter at the time, like I said, he's never healthy. He's never fully healthy. And he never struck me as a Quinn Snyder type of player, considering how much he holds on to the ball. He settles for a lot of mid-range shots. He doesn't shoot a lot of threes, doesn't get to the rim. He's not a high-end passer. Like, these are all of the criticisms that we've had of DeAndre Hunter throughout most of his career. And, at that time, it kind of felt like to me that the Hawks were going to eventually move on from him. But that never happened. And as a result, the opposite kind of happened. They kept DeAndre Hunter, and to DeAndre Hunter's credit, he got better. And Quinn Snyder, to me, deserves a lot of credit for DeAndre Hunter's growth. And really since he's been here, since he's been the coach for the past, I guess it's now year and a half, you can say. But DeAndre Hunter has improved under Quinn Snyder. And it's been great to see. It's been great to see. And to me, when I look at what Quinn Snyder has done, I think Quinn Snyder deserves credit for two things. One is incorporating Jalen Johnson. Look, I'm going to get to Jalen Johnson in a later episode. I'm not going to talk about him as much on this episode, but I thought Quinn Snyder deserves credit for him for how he's incorporated Jalen Johnson. But the biggest credit that I'm going to give Quinn Snyder is he has taken out the bad habits out of DeAndre Hunter's game. He's not allowed DeAndre Hunter to take as many mid-range shots. He's not allowed him to dribble. And, my criticism of DeAndre Hunter has been like, at times I've always felt like he wanted to play like Carmelo Anthony, except he's not like as athletic or, quite frankly, skilled like Melo. And as a result of that, like, Quinn Snyder he's eliminated that portion of his game, and he's turned DeAndre Hunter into a 3-level scorer. Like, he's taken a lot more threes. If you look at his 3-point attempts, they're way up to around, I want to say like 5 or 6 a game or something like that. So he's taking a lot more threes. He's getting to the rim a lot more. And while he still is taking his mid-range shots, they don't feel forced anymore with DeAndre Hunter. Like, he's taking mid-range shots, but he's only taking them if they're the best shot available. And he's taking a lot of threes. He's getting to the basket. He's making plays in transition. And quite frankly, he's just playing with a lot of confidence. And it's refreshing to see. It's refreshing to see with DeAndre Hunter and how much of a player he's become since Quinn Snyder has been a coach. I mean, this season, he has upped it up another level. Like I said, this is a man that's averaging 20.5 points a game on 50% shooting, 45% from three. And just the confidence that this man is playing with right now. I don't know if you guys saw maybe a couple of weeks ago when they played the San Antonio Spurs, and you saw DeAndre Hunter just get the ball, and he's going coast to coast, and he's going up, and he's yamming over Victor Wembanyama. just yamming over him. Like it wasn't nothing. And then he was just staring. Then after the play, he just getting in his face, mean mugging him, just giving him the look, saying, "Yeah, that's right, Victor. I'm DeAndre Hunter. What you gonna do about it? What's up?" And that's what he was doing. Just yamming. I mean, it got me out of my seat when I saw that. I mean, this is the new DeAndre Hunter that we talking about here. And I mean, it's just he's making dunks like that. And I think maybe like a while back, he's getting into it with LeBron James, getting into a little mini scuffle, getting in his face, and just telling LeBron, man, hey man, I ain't no punk out here. I'm DeAndre Hunter. What you gonna do about it? I'm here. I'm ready. And he's getting in people's faces. He's smiling when he's on the court. He's making big shots in big moments, and he's helping these Atlanta Hawks stay afloat in the Eastern Conference. The Atlanta Hawks right now, currently as I'm recording this, they're 18-15, and they're tied for 5th in the Eastern Conference. And DeAndre Hunter deserves a lot of credit for that. If you look at, the offensive rating, the Atlanta Hawks, when DeAndre Hunter is on the floor, like they're scoring at 115 points per 100 possessions. That would rank, 7th in the NBA today. And so when DeAndre Hunter is on the floor, the Atlanta Hawks are operating as the 7th best offense in the league. And so that shows you the value of DeAndre Hunter. And that's the other thing with DeAndre Hunter. Look, during the offseason, as you guys know, the Atlanta Hawks drafted Zachary Reggie number 1. And the immediate reaction was, after they drafted Zachary Reggie, was, oh, no, DeAndre Hunter's gone. Like, he's gone. Like, they're going to move him. Like, DeAndre Hunter has no future here. We're going to move on. This is Zachary Reggie era. We're going to move on. He's the number 1 pick. We got to give him all the playing time. Like, we got to develop Zachary Reggie. DeAndre Hunter has no place on the team. Like, that was kind of the narrative at that time. And as it's turned out, the Atlanta Hawks actually need DeAndre Hunter. And that's kind of been the most surprising part to me, along with DeAndre Hunter's play, is that the Atlanta Hawks actually need DeAndre Hunter on the floor. They can't function as well without him. Like I said, the Atlanta Hawks offensively, they score at 115 points per 100 possession when he plays. And that falls off to 108 when he sits. And so the offense is just different with DeAndre Hunter when he's on the floor, because he takes pressure off Trae Young. As you know, Trae draws all the attention from opposing defenses. So you need a guy out there that can take some pressure off Trae and provide the shooting and scoring and shot creation. And DeAndre Hunter is providing all of those, things, those qualities to this basketball team. And the Atlanta Hawks right now have 3 guys that are averaging 20 points a game. That's Trae Young, that's Jalen Johnson, and that's DeAndre Hunter. And it's the proof is in the pudding. The Atlanta Hawks need DeAndre Hunter. His presence matters on this team, because those are the 3 guys that are providing a large majority of the offense that the Hawks are getting. And so DeAndre Hunter, he's not only is he, he's, like I said, he's playing at a high level, and he is showcasing his value to this team. And I think it's fair to say, like, the way DeAndre Hunter is playing right now, like, he has to be the leading candidate for 6th man of the year to me. Like, this is a guy that's coming off the bench, and he could have easily moped, and he could have easily complained about the rookie 19-year-old Zachary Reggie playing ahead of him, starting. But DeAndre Hunter's been professional, and most importantly, he has bought in into what Quinn Snyder is doing. And he's accepted his role. And most importantly, he's playing at the end of games. And he's been huge in Atlanta's success this season. And he's bought into his role. And like I said, he has to be a leader candidate for sixth man of the year. I don't think there's a sixth man in the league in the NBA right now that's playing better than DeAndre Hunter. I mean, this is a guy that's averaging 20 points a game. What sixth man in the league in the NBA right now is averaging 20 points a game and shooting 50% from the field? Who? I can't find him, because the only guy that's doing it is DeAndre Hunter. And this is a guy that, even though he's in year 6, DeAndre Hunter right now is finally playing like the basketball player that the Hawks drafted him to be. You know, when they took him number 4 overall in 2019. He's stepping up to the plate. He's been consistent. He's been reliable. And most importantly, at least for the time being, he's been available. He's been available on the floor, and he's healthy. Now, look, knock on wood, DeAndre Hunter can actually stay healthy, because we don't want injuries to creep up on this basketball team and for DeAndre Hunter. And so we don't want that to happen. But like I said, man, DeAndre Hunter has been awesome for this Atlanta Hawks team. He's having an awesome season, and I'm looking forward to seeing this continue. I think this DeAndre Hunter, the way that he's playing, is sustainable. I think he's playing at a high level. He's playing better than ever, and I'm seeing a different DeAndre Hunter. And hey, I mean, what else is there to say, man? The better that this version of DeAndre Hunter is, the better the Atlanta Hawks will be moving forward. And so, like I said, DeAndre Hunter, I owe you an apology because I wasn't familiar with your game.